Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're over on Kiasma's account to test Isabella against Wrizz. I've been keen to test this because I just feel like her ultimate with the wheel dealing damage was 8-9 times and then increasing by 20% each time. It just sounds like it's going to ramp up really nice. I've done two battles to show two control groups of this team and one of the quote-unquote best team at the moment from the Chinese post that comes out. So I'll show you those two runs and then we'll experiment with a couple others. And yes, we do actually kill Wrizz in these. We get to the max damage possible and he does die, so it's a bit of fun. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so I feel like the meta for these bosses is always changing and it changes depending on your units and stuff like that. So take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying Isabella's the best. I'm just saying she can do fairly decent damage. So this is going to be the control test of that team. It comes out from the Chinese servers where they put like optimal teams and stuff. This is viewed as like the optimal team last time it came around. Mortis is in some people's teams and stuff like that, so we can experiment with that a bit later. But this was that team that was doing pretty well. Now keep in mind, our Lawson isn't fully invested. Our Rain doesn't have 9 furniture, but 3 is the key one. And our Rosaline's at 3 as well. But just keep that in mind as we look at it. But like I said, this was one straight from that list that I wanted to do as a control test to see how it goes. So what we're really looking for here is the time it takes. So this team's all about just basically buffing up and it's lagging like crazy. I don't know why BlueStacks is lagging lately, but it's just doing that on 4 times speed. It's like my BlueStacks all of a sudden went, listen, I cannot bear 4 times speed anymore, so I'm just going to skip all the time. So I apologize about that. I'll try and figure it out. I've tried swapping the settings around. I cannot figure it out. Just 4 times speed is the death. To be fair, when my computer crashed yesterday, it was everything. My camera, my mic, everything's been an absolute pain to reset up. I don't know what happened, but rip the dream. But yeah, obviously this one's all about just making Cyrus do all the damage. You got the Rosalind to buff, yada, 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 away we go. So what I'm looking at here is the time. So we're at 44 billion. Is that billion? Yeah, 44 billion. So as we progress through, we're going to look at the time up the top here for when we actually complete the battle against Wrizz. So it starts ramping up faster at the end. It starts ramping up and here we go. 74, 80. We're at 23 seconds left. 22, 87. So we're almost there. 92, 16, 15, 14, 13, and 12 seconds is where we hit the max damage and kill Wrizz. So 12 seconds. Now I want to look at this team. Having said that, we have no furniture on the Warwick in this one. We do have maxed Isabella, maxed Cyrus, and maxed twins, but we once again have that same Rain in the team. But just notice Isabella's damage in this one compared to the Cyrus. It's not too bad compared to a Cyrus. Like Cyrus does heaps of boss damage. She's actually doing pretty reasonable. Cyrus does 41 billion in this one. Whereas if we look at the previous one, he's obviously the main damage dealer, but he still does 41 billion. So Rosaline's doing the damage. That's why I'm thinking about experimenting with Rosaline again to make her happen. But that is having her linked to get the link damage as well. But let's jump into this one. Hit play, we'll have a look. Keeping in mind the other one finished with 12 seconds left. So I'm just going to cut here and we'll come back towards the end so we can see what we do it in time-wise. Okay, here we are, 83 billion damage. As you can see, we've still got 28 seconds and we're rocking into the 90s, 26, 25, and we do it with 23 seconds remaining, whereas the previous one was 12 seconds remaining, if I remember right. So it's very interesting. Now, I did try this team with Lawson instead of Warwick. Warwick just proves to be better in this team. There's a lot of tests that we can do, but you know, it's not too vital on Kiasma's account when you're killing Wrizz anyway. But things like putting Rosaline in here, and then there would be the idea of swapping Rosaline front and back row. I think Rosaline in this team would go better in the back row because Isabella's doing more damage, so you want to get that out. So we'll test this out. But like I said, different combinations of Lawson, Warwick, and that stuff. Mortis in there we could play around with as well. What we might do is in this one, we'll do a couple more tests, but we're going to cut them short because we don't want to finish our attempts for the day. We'll try one with Rosaline in here, and then we'll try one with Mortis as well and see how it pans out. But like I said, you know, it's weird interactions with Lawson. like there's a lot of different options we can try, but more so than not, I'm keen to hear from other like players endgame and stuff like that with a maxed out Isabella. If you do test this, I want to hear what some people think their best team is, whether she is viable or whether it's just that Kiasma's OP and that's why we're doing decent. But I feel like we're doing decent damage compared to some other strong teams anyway. So let's jump into this one and sort of see where we rank up to. Oh no, we follow the twins. So scrap that. I don't think that's going to work. Let's try, but you obviously lose all that attack linking, so I don't think this one's going to work with her following the twins. Yeah, I just don't think that's going to be viable. So let's try again. Well, that kind of sucks. If she was following, even if she was following Isabella, it would have been fine. We get into those issues there. We can try, let's try the Mortis. Let's try the Mortis instead of Warwick. See if it happens. And then we can always try Warwick instead of Rain. Like I said, there's a lot of different possibilities that we can test for. What did I say we got to? 23 or 24 seconds on the best run. So Isabella getting buffed first, which is nice. Then we'll move into the Saurus. But as you can see, our damage does not ramp up quickly at all without the Warwick at the moment. So the Warwick seems to be a really key piece. And just judging off of where we are at the moment, I don't think we're going to actually get close. So let's do another one. Let's drop you for the Warwick and have a play with that. And see what we can do. See what we can do. And I apologize once again. The lag is absolutely brutal at the moment. Actually, this one's ramping up pretty slow as well. No, it's a bit faster than the other one. Let's see how this pans out anyway. I'll come back close to the end. Okay, as you can see with this one as well, we're at 39 seconds left, only at 50 billion. We're not even going to come close. So at the moment, this does seem to be my best team on Kiasma's account. I don't know. Like I said, there's a million other things we could test. 4x speed is lagging like a mother at the moment, which kind of sucks. But really respectable damage out of that Isabella. I always knew she was going to deal decent damage, but that's actually really, really nice. Especially when linked with the Saurus, giving that shared damage. Not too bad. Obviously, you do have the Rosaline in the other option. But yeah. Make of that what you will. I'm not saying she's the best. I'm just saying it's interesting to test. So I'm definitely keen to hear from other endgame players who have done some testing to see what they came up with. But like I said, that seems to be the best team for me at the moment. I did try this one with Lawson. I did try it with, what's his name? Mortis. I can't find anything that really tops this for me at the moment in terms of speed to kill. Now, if you're not killing him and you're going to the max extent of time, maybe something shifts, but I doubt it would. But hey, that's where we're at. Anyway, guys, Isabella, I'm just loving Isabella at the moment. She's performing pretty well everywhere and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.